Well, you better come get your critter before I chop his head off. Laurie, you better get out here. Can't say I didn't warn you.
Daddy, I've got to talk to you. It's Mama. She's getting sick again. Thinks she needs to go back to the hospital. But she told me if I ever mentioned it again, she was gonna get me. Talk to me, Daddy.
Laurie? You better answer me. You hear me?
Show me a sign.
I told you never to do.
Father, have mercy on this child.
Coming through.
Please, baby, please.
Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got VP up, stand clear. Defibrillate on 3. 1, 2, 3. No pulse. Continue CPR. We still have VP, stand clear. Defibrillate on 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. How did it happen?
There was an accident in the garden. I don't quite remember.
Sheriff, don't you think the lady's a little too upset to be answering a bunch of questions?
You a relative?
I'm Reverend Bill McWillie. I was a friend of her husband's.
Are you a guest here?
Yes.
Is that your old car out there?
Right.
Did you witness the accident?
I didn't see a thing, Sheriff.
You gonna be around a couple of days? I'd have another question or two I'd like to ask you.
I'll be around.
Evelyn?
And so we find it impossible to accept the death of one so young. The Lord's reason for taking her from us is beyond our comprehension, but within our faith. Our faith not to question, but to accept, as is evident in the Song of Zechariah, that we might trust him without fear throughout the days of our lives. And you, my child,
You're crazy.
shall be known as the prophet of high. We'll have a moment of silent prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we commend to thy loving care the body of this child whom we love so dearly. Bless the bereaved that their sorrow may become bearable. Forgive us of our sins, and we will thank thee forever and ever. Amen.
Look, I'll be in cabin 3 if you need me, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, y'all open? Have you got a vacancy?
$7. Room 2.
Thank you, ma'am.
Howdy.
Howdy. Sorry if I disturbed you.
No. It's just spooky around here. I just wanted to come out and see who was here. There for a while, I thought I was the only one brave enough to stay at this place.
Yeah, I'm broke enough.
You got it. I'm Bill McWillie.
Melvin Crenshaw.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how do you do?
Can I help you with this stuff?
Watch it, that's heavy.
Right. Well, it's kind of good to have company around here.
Yeah. At least it's dry in here.
Yeah, that could be a God's blessing before the night's over with.
It's close to supper time. When's got a cafe around here?
Forget about it. Join me. Old Crow, buying a sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Rain on the wedding night's supposed to be bad luck, ain't it?
I wouldn't doubt it.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You sure?
Where are you going?
This motel. It's where we're staying tonight.
It's not even 7 o'clock yet.
Yeah, and it's my wedding night, too. Hold on! You all right? Did you see that?
Not sure what I saw.
Ought to be a stunt man.
Where's that dog?
Hang on, baby. You talk too much.
It's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night.
Look out, Loretta.
Right.
I know, we're going to be the only people in the family to ever make something of ourselves.
No, God.
This is it?
What the hell did you expect? A Holiday Inn? You know I can't afford that.
I'm sorry. Really. I am. Go on and check us in.
What a store.
Yes, ma'am.
What can I do for you this evening?
I'd like a room.
Single or double?
Single.
2 of you.
Yes, ma'am. Just me and my new wife.
All right, that'll be $7. Thank you. Room 4. Just married. Well, I'll see to it that you're not disturbed. Oh, and tell your little wife I'll have a surprise for her.
Thanks.
Oh, just a moment. Here. In case the lights go out.
I'd imagine the light's gonna be out anyway. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to say a word. I was taught if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all.
Funny. Very funny. Let's get in bed.
Yeah. Vernon? Vernon, what is this?
Just an old sack. Throw it in the corner.
How long you been a preacher anyway?
I've been spreading the good news for now 25 years. And it beats the heck out of selling life insurance or Bibles. That's how I come started preaching, you know, selling Bibles. 2 Sundays ago, way back to April of 1955, I've saved over 500 people.
But your preaching don't say nothing about drinking, does it?
Sure it does. I don't drink forever. It's a long, slow process. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know.
No, I drunk up in a night.
The kingdom of heaven isn't someplace up there in the clouds. It's here now in your heart.
If the kingdom of heaven is in my heart, where's the kingdom of hell?
Well, I guess it's there also. I see your tools over there that you're in a construction business of some kind.
Yep, journeyman carpenter.
Up here for work?
No, just looking.
Business is kind of down out there, isn't it?
Man, let me tell you something. I haven't been out of work since I was 16 years old. And I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Well, to tell you the truth about it, I ain't been exactly setting the woods on fire saving souls myself. Well, Melvin, I think I'll turn in. Good night.
Night, Bill.
Louise? Al?
Al? Where are you? It's late.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm about 20 miles north of Mena. I'm in a heavy rainstorm. I can barely see to drive. Do you have your motel guide at the apartment?
Yeah, I think so.
Get it for me, would you? See if you can find the closest motel.
Do you know which highway you're on?
Yeah, 71.
Okay. Let's see here. 71. Yeah, here we go. About 12 miles north of Mena, there's one called Mountaintop Motel.
Great. You're a sweetheart of a secretary, Louise.
Gee, thanks. You're gonna like this motel. It's real cheap. Must be a favorite stopover for advertising men.
Aren't we a smart ass tonight?
Drive carefully.
Okay. Thanks, baby.
Watch where you're going. Sorry. Oh, this is so dumb. You are the world's worst. You couldn't do any better. God, it's so stupid. We're out here in the middle of nowhere. I know. Damn. What are we doing out here anyway? Oh, thank God, a car. Wave him down, maybe he'll give us a lift. Chrissy, come on, now be nice. Hey, stop!
Get in.
Could you give us a ride? Yeah, it'd be great to get out of the rain. Thanks.
Heck of a time and place to have a flat.
Yeah, well, if you'd stayed on the damn road. I tried to. I told you for the 100th time.
Give you girls a lift to the motel up the road?
A motel? Forget it. Don't have to bite his head off.
No, it's okay. I'd be mad, too, if I'd been caught out in this rain. Got wet like that. My name's Al.
I'm Tanya. This is my cousin, Prissy.
Cousins? Kind of look like cousins.
Sure is some car. Yeah, and look, a telephone. You must be rich or something.
No, nothing like that.
Well, are you a lawyer?
No, but I keep a dozen of them working full time. You girls ever hear of Columbia Records? That's mine. That's my baby.
My God! You must know Barbara Mandrell.
Sure do. Barb's made me a fortune.
What are you doing down here?
On a talent search. As a matter of fact, I was heading down to Shreveport to audition a group. If they're good enough, I'll give them a break.
You know what?
What?
Me and Prissy sing, too.
No kidding.
Oh, Tanya, shut up.
Well, we do. We sang at the Springfield Country Jamboree last Saturday night.
Really?
Telling you the Jamboree is a long way from being able to make records.
Well, I know. It wouldn't do any harm. Maybe Al will listen to us at the motel.
Oh, shut up. You're embarrassing me. He don't want to listen to us.
Well, it never hurts to ask, does it, Al?
Yeah. Can't be banished from this business.
See there? Well, how about it? Will you listen to us?
We'll see.
Hey, hurry up before the lights come back on.
I'm coming.
I'm so horny, I can't stand it.
Down, boy.
That's easy for you to say.
I'm not going to come trotting in here and jump into bed and lie back and 1, 2, 3, it's over. Like we were in your pickup truck at the drive-in.
What do you want? Champagne? Soft music?
No, but it is my wedding night. I want it to be special.
Oh yeah? How you gonna do that?
Just leave that to me.
What are you doing in there?
Hold your horses.
It's not my horse that's bothering me.
What is it?
I've been bitten. Get some help.
Hello? Hello? Damn. Don't try to move, darling. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Doesn't look too good, does it?
Well, let's turn back. I don't want to get stuck again.
Nah.
Jeez. Oh, God.
That one almost got us.
I think I wet my pants.
Well, they were wet anyway. It doesn't look open.
I'll get out and take a look.
Rats!
What's wrong?
The money's in our purse, and the purse is in the car.
Well, don't y'all worry. You can stay with me. If you wanted to audition, right? You can audition all night.
Really?
Can I have a room for the night? Storm knocked your power out, huh? Know where the road narrows back? A tree fell down. It's blocking the road. Can I have a room, please? Thank you. Candlelight. Number one. Excuse me, I think you have a spider web here in your hair. Thank you.
Hey, I need some help. My husband's been snake bitten.
Where?
He's in our room, number 4.
Snake was in your room?
Yes. Please help me. We need to get him to a hospital. Where's the nearest hospital?
We can't. There's a tree blocking the road. I'll call a doctor.
The phones are out.
Got a phone in the car. You go back and take care of it. I'll make the call.
Well, what was this going on over here?
The girl's husband's been snake bitten. When we get around to the room, you two take the bags on him. I'm gonna have to call the doctor. This is it, ladies. Don't start without me. Yes, I need help. I'm at the Mountaintop Motel. Can you get me a doctor?
Yes, sir, but I'm only the night dispatcher. Let me radio the sheriff. Hold on.
All right. Please hurry.
County base to Unit 1. Clear all channels for a 10-9. Clear for 10-9. County base to Unit 1. Come in, please.
I need your cup, Sam. Give me the cup and let me get out of here.
Sir, I'm sorry, but he doesn't answer on the radio. I'll try him again in a couple of minutes. What's your number so I can give it to him?
Mobile number 12-16-3. 878-2238.
What's your present location?
I'm at the Mountaintop Motel.
And what's the nature of the emergency?
Snake bite victim.
All right. I'll give him the information, and he'll get back in touch as soon as possible.
Okay, keep trying, please. Good God. This is gonna be like camping out, isn't it?
I wish we could build a fire in here.
Yeah.
I sure would like to get out of these wet things.
Hey, I've got some dry things you can slip into.
I'll bet you do. Thank you.
name of God's angels did rats come from?
How about a drink?
Sure. What you got?
Scotch.
Okay, but on mine, heavy on the water. Me too.
What do you think about this guy?
Are you kidding? Columbia Records?
Well, what if he's just saying that to see what he can get?
Yeah. And what if he's telling the truth?
Well, I don't think he is. Well, all you've lost is a romp in the hay. Big deal. Well, I don't know. We'll at least play along with him until we audition for him. Besides, he's kind of cute.
My. Pretty angels. Here's your drinks.
I wonder who Lori is.
Hey, do you think we can audition for you after all?
Yeah. Over and over.
How are you doing? What? What's so funny?
My buddies told me married life was going to be a pain in the neck. Did you find a doctor?
And another angel came out of the temple of heaven, and he too had a sharp sickle.
Damn roaches. We ought to call this a roach motel.
I don't care who's right or wrong, and I don't try to understand. Just let the devil take tomorrow. Lord, tonight I need a friend.
Are you doing all right?
Oh,
What, darling?
how long have I been here?
A couple of hours.
They know you're crazy. They're gonna send you back to the hospital. Everyone must die.
Sheriff's Unit 1 to County Base. Come back.
County base. Over.
I didn't get an answer from that call to Mountaintop. I'm going over there to have a look. You copy?
Roger. Monitor your calls. County base out.
Unit 1 out.
Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's so sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. And I don't want to be alone. Help me make it through the night.
I wished I'd recorded that.
He likes it. Well, I think one of us was a little sharp.
I liked it. It was really good.
Did you, think it sounded professional?
Oh, Tanya, really?
No, I'm serious about my business. It requires me to be totally honest with myself, with everybody. Now, you do need a little polishing. But hey, with the right Nashville producer, good vocal coach? Background vocals? Hey, I might be wrong, but you girls could be on the cover of our next major album.
I swear I can't believe it. Our own record album. Recorded in Nashville.
Yep, with the A-Team. Best musicians in the world. You don't want to make this a solo album, do you?
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Dropping your drawers for a big phony like that? Shh, you don't know for sure he's a phony.
Look, you can stay in here all night long, and for all I care, you can go through your whole dull, small town life and never take a chance on anything.
But not me, boy. If I see an opportunity,
What even slightly resembles an opportunity, jump off.
you do that. With or without you.
I want you to catch cold.
I'm worried about Prissy.
She just hacked off. I hear her stirring around.
Prissy! I gotta go see.
No, I'll go.
Well, I'm going with you.
That's blood! Prissy! Prissy! Where is she?
She's not in here.
Prissy! Where are you?
Stop it.
See anything?
What could have happened? How could she just disappear?
I don't know, Tanya. I'll find out. I'll find out. I've got to go warn the others.
Don't leave me alone.
I've got to.
But
Chain lock the door behind me. I'll be back in a few minutes. And don't go in there.
Hey, did I hear screaming?
There's been another accident.
What? Where?
One of the girls in my room. She's disappeared. There must have been some kind of struggle because there's blood everywhere.
When?
Just now. We need to let everybody know.
Well, wasn't your door locked?
I could have sworn I locked the door myself. Lightning knocked a tree down. It's blocked the road a ways back. I'll tell the girl and her husband at number 4.
Who is it? Who is it?
It's me, Al.
How's he doing?
He doesn't seem to be in much pain. Did you find a doctor?
Yeah, help's on the way.
They'd better get here soon.
I'm sure he'll be all right. Something else has happened. There's a girl missing. Something's going on around here. You need to keep your door locked and keep your eyes open. I'll be back later to check on it. There's a guy named Crenshaw 2 doors down if you need anything. And don't open this door unless you know who it is. All right?
I asked him that. He said he locked his door personally.
Tell you what, I'm getting out of here.
No place to go. The road's blocked.
Is there anybody else?
Just the old woman in the office.
Better stay on your toes. Let me know if you see anything.
I'll be right next door if you need me.
Look, wait a minute. Let me get my shoes and I'll go with you.
Okay, see you in a second.
Evelyn, how'd you get in here?
Away, Satan!
Open the door.
There. It's okay.
Get us out of here!
Okay, I can't.
Why not?
You saw the tree down. There's no way out of here.
I can't stay here anymore!
You've got to. I'll be right here with you. I'll take care of you. You've got to trust me.
I do.
It's something I have to tell you. I've been lying to you. I don't own any record company. I'm an advertising executive from Memphis. I'm just having a little fun.
She was right. They're just a big phony. Congratulations. I hope you got what you wanted.
If something was going to happen, it would have already happened.
You're probably right. The poison seems to be wearing off.
What does it feel like?
My face face is so sore. But the main thing is, it does to my mind. Things don't look or sound like they're supposed to.
I am not going to let anything else happen to you. I wonder where the help could be. I can't imagine what's keeping them.
I'm tired of this bullshit. People running around here with snakes, roaches, rats, killing up one another. No way, Jose. Am I gonna stay here no more? Where's old drunk preacher? Reverend, you better come on, because if you don't, you're gonna miss me. I'm leaving. I don't mean later. I mean right now. Hell, I sleep in the truck first. This what I'll do. I slept there before. And I'll sleep there again. There it is. That truck ain't got no crapper. Well, what the hell am I paying for this room anyway? It's Melvin. Open up, Bill. I want to talk to you. Are you okay in there, Reverend? Okay, I'm coming in.
Who's there?
Crenshaw. I found out how they've been getting in, and I hadn't been through the front door. Come and show you.
Jeez. Look at this.
It's all right.
How did you find it?
I didn't. It found me.
We've got to warn the others.
No need to warn the preacher. He's dead.
You know who's doing it?
I think it's the old lady.
Got to be.
Let's go find her.
Tanya? We found where she's getting in. Do you hear me? I've got to go, but I'll be back.
But you promised not to leave me.
I've got to. Now you'll be safe. Just don't panic. Maybe she's trapped down there. We've got to go see.
You mean we got to go down there after her?
We have to. It's her or it's us. Come on, let's go back to the cave.
Why don't we just wait and let the law go down there and get her? Shit, they're the pros. Let them boys go down there.
Look, we've got to get to her before she gets to us.
And get my ass killed by some old crazy white woman?
Come on.
Do you think she's still down there?
Don't know. You got any other suggestions?
No.
The young couple. We've got to get to them.
If it ain't too late.
Open up. It's Al and Crenshaw.
What's wrong?
Good God, you all right?
What is it? A hidden door in the bathroom.
I'm out of nails. Get me that heavy chisel there, will you, please?
What are you going to do with that?
Keep her out of here. She can't get past this.
That ought to hold her. Let's go.
Thank you for all your help.
How you feeling, buddy? Hang in there. We'll get you out soon.
Thanks again.
Listen, lock the door.
No.
Aren't you a mess?
Open up! She was hiding when we were here before.
I guess this is it.
Yeah. She's down there, all right.
I'll start on this end in about 30 seconds, and one of us ought to meet her.
Good luck, Crenshaw.
Good luck.
Open up, Tanya. It's me. Yes.
Where are you going?
Down there.
Go get killed.
Maybe. At least I'll know what's coming. Here. Lock yourself in the car. If I'm not back in 5 minutes, take off. Drive it off in the woods somewhere. Get out and run, but get the hell out of here.
Wait! Be careful.
You too, Tanya. Now go.
It's 30 seconds. Al should be here. Al, where are you?
Shaw? You down here? You all right?
Open up. Open up. I'm the sheriff. Open up. Look.
Oh, you got to help me. You got to save Ellie's in there.
What's wrong?
Oh, God, she's got everybody.
Calm down. What's wrong?
She's killing everybody.
Is it Evelyn? Look at me.
I don't know.
Where is she killing everyone?
In there.
Take it easy. Come on.
Yes. She killed my cousin. You kill Al. If you don't hurry. Look what she did to my cousin. They're down here. They're down there.
Evelyn? Evelyn? You hear me, Evelyn? Come out. Evelyn.
Did you see anybody down there?
Yeah, I did.
Was anybody alive?
They're all dead. Come on, I'll take you to my car.
You made it.
Hit my head when I heard the shot. Is she?
Yeah. The old lady's dead.
Take me away from here.
I'll be glad to.